very positive talks and updates on Manuel Ugarte's situation. I'm going to tell you exactly what I mean by that. So we have a Manchester United defender officially leaving the football club. And no, it's not Victor Lindelof. Victor Lindelof apparently is happy to stay at Manchester United. More on that as we go forward. You all know where I'm at with that one. We have other updates as well with all Manchester United news coming in as well regarding Jadon Sancho and other possibilities within the last week of this transfer window as well. Updates galore from this afternoon from several different sources, including The Guardian, The Times, Fabrizio Romano as well, on everything that's going down with every single deal in the offing right now for Manchester United. Welcome along to Forever United TV, everybody. Your evening update show live here with me, Adam. Please get your comments in on the live chat. Get that conversation rolling. What do you feel is going down at the moment with United? There are some actual accounts right now saying that Ugarte is done out there, believe it or not. Yes, jumping the gun a little bit, you could say, but every single bit of conversation going on right now, we'll get into it in a minute anyway, is saying it's moving towards that, as you can see at the bottom of your screen there and on the tweets as well. Let's get into all this conversation. First of all, though, it's free content, guys, so please do give it a bit of respect and like the video. Thank you very much. Another 1,000 likes will do nicely. And of course, you want to be up to date with everything, so make sure you subscribe. That 50% that are not subscribed that I know are watching right now, just hit the subscribe button. You know you want to, and you know it makes sense. So get to it, guys. What is happening with United this afternoon? We've covered everything from Scott McTominay to Palestri to a bit of Sancho news, creeping into the Ugarte conversation, and we've sort of teed this show up really with the earlier shows today. The one at 8 o'clock was more on Scott McTominay, where we're at. Then it sort of went into Scott McTominay and what that's going to be used to replace Scott with in terms of money and how much United can actually get. And then we have more updates this evening going into what we really want to be talking about, which is players that are coming into Manchester United. Who knew he's going to be wearing that Manchester United red in the next few months this season? I completely said that wrong. I do apologise. Who's going to be coming into Manchester United before the end of the window? I should have kept it simple. Sorry, guys. Jim, thanks for that donated membership, mate. That's gone to Lord Ashley Rogers. Thank you very much. Get your comments coming in, guys. Anthony Wisdom has just renewed his membership as well. Hi, Adam, Kaz, Mods and chat. Love the content. Anthony, love you too, mate. Thank you for that lovely comment. Keep them flying in, guys. Please give the video a like. We are launching off on a absolute bonanza right now. 1,000 people in the room, 2 minutes in, and nearly 200 likes already. I didn't even have to tee you up that much tonight, guys. You are on it. You want the positive news coming out United? I'm going to bring the positive news to you. Manuel Ugarte, what is going on? What's happening? Well, Manchester United, first of all, let's do the background stuff. The Guardian today, my man himself, Mr. Jamie Jackson. He's been on the show before. I've had plenty of contact with Jamie Jackson in the past. He doesn't usually come out that much and say things, and he doesn't usually come out unless it's really significant and needs saying. And I think it's very important of what he said. It sort of goes in line with what we said before. Regarding Ugarte, Manchester United do not need to sell any players. Why do we not need to sell any players to fund Manuel Ugarte? Well, simply because Manchester United have a price in mind, and that money is there available. United can make this deal happen now if PSG succumb. Are United baiting PSG into this right now? Earlier on, we heard that there was a bid gone in for SANDER, pretty much trying to tempt PSG into moving on this quicker than what they actually already are. And now we're hearing the Guardian come out with Jamie Jackson today, and he is saying that Manchester United do not need to sell anybody to get this deal done. That simply is because of what we've been saying all along. United will not move on their price and their valuation of Manuel Ugarte. It's as simple as that. It's that straightforward for United. I feel like I'm from Yorkshire and nowhere near there. But Man United right now are just in the position we described earlier on, pole position, the box off, they're in the box seat, everything is moving how they want to. I love the news that came out this afternoon. This is just everything that just tops on to what I've been saying all along, and everything that's been going on that's been the massive positive with INEOS going through this transfer window, sticking to their guns, and Manchester United will get Ugarte. They are very, very confident. I'm going to read through all the quotes and everything that's come about for you guys now. Just quickly, I got a super chat there from Space Kid 1994. One of the best streamers in the game. Keep going, legend. Thank you so much. Love comments like that. They go down They go down well. Thank you. Brendan has just gifted a membership as well, and that's gone to Sir Wilhelm. Welcome to the Members Club, my friend. Please give a thank you to Brendan in the chat as well for that kind donation. Anyone who does donate memberships or super chats, you are automatic legends on this channel. Keep up the great work, guys. Thank you so much. It is appreciated and goes right back into the channel and bringing you guys extra and better content as we go forward. And we are moving forward fast. Only just past 55,000 subs and we're already creeping up and moving along to that 56 mark. It's flying, guys. Thank you so much. Okay, into the news and what has actually been going down. So, Jamie Jackson has been coming out. Let's go through all of Jamie's quotes first of all and what's been going down there. I'm going to get into everything else as well with this. Justin, Manchester United are willing to wait until a deadline day to try and sign Manuel Ugarte. There doesn't have to be any outgoings to finance the deal. That was backed up from that. United are looking to sell players, as we know, and are actively open to offers for many, many players. We know some are not going to go anywhere, and we're going to talk about some of them in this show as well. But the players on the list that are definitely open, from what Jamie said, are the likes of Victor Lindelof, Casemiro, Anthony Sancho, and McTominay. I think everybody at Manchester United, in the fan base right now, would not be too concerned if all of them players left right now. Casemiro would probably be the only one in the situation we're in right now because we're so much in desperate need of holding midfielders that I'd probably think about keeping. But he was like one of the top on the list before this window went out. Jamie goes on to say as well, United do not need to sell McTominay or any other squad member to finance a deal for Manuel Ugarte. Good news, because that means that United are standing firm. Jack Tolbert from The Times is the next one out with some news on this. There's still confidence from PSG that Ugarte will leave for Manchester United. Firm in the 60 million valuation, but there is a belief it'll happen at a lower rate. So PSG, I think, are just trying to keep facing all of this. Look, we're pushing it right to the end, but you know what? Needs must in the end, and we will get we will get rid of Manuel Ugarte. And do you know what? When it gets down to the window, I think anyone can leave the situation with a little bit of credit. PSG or Manchester United, if they didn't get their full way on how they wanted this to go down, i.e. United had to spend a little bit more or PSG have had to go down in price a little bit, then they would both walk away on deadline day and say, look, what do you want us to do? Like, we took it as far as we could, and in the end, we just had to buckle a little bit. I do believe that there will be a little coming together here, and I think United will probably end up paying, I reckon in total it's going to be about 50 million euros. With add-ons, I think that's around the 45 million pound mark for United. I think that's where it's going to be. I reckon around about 43, 44 for us. Maybe add-ons taking it up there around that 50 million euro pound mark, which I think is what will be accepted by PSG at this stage. That's the sort of figures that are being bounced around everywhere. Obviously, PSG are going to make the noises that they can to actually make this look like it's on their terms, and they're trying to get the best deal that they possibly can and forcing United into making it happen because they need a midfielder. United have made their moves quite clear this week already on this Monday. With the news that came out earlier on, whether it is true or not, but it's circulating and it will get across to PSG that United have made an official bid to Burnley for SANDER. So really, if you need any proof that Manchester United are actively trying to push this move further on now and make the right move in terms of them getting this deal at their price, it's making PSG realise that we are not going to buckle and we are ready to go elsewhere instantly. And that's what SANDER is. That deal is there. And then coming out now, and the news coming out from The Guardian. And again, this just gets put out by Manchester United. This is the game. This is the tactic. And it's all part of the transfer speculation side of things and what goes on with communications and negotiations. So the press get given information and then they leak it out at the exact time that the club want it to. Someone like Jamie Jackson will have contacts at Manchester United. They will feed the information to him and he will put it out there. He would have just asked like a secure contact that he's got within Manchester United. He will speak to them and they will just tell him what they have said. Look, we don't need to sell anybody to get Ugarte. We're selling players because we want to balance PSR and financial fair play. The money that we've got out on the table for Ugarte is the money that is going to be on the table on deadline day. It's not going to change. Man United will get their man at their price. It's as simple as that. The deal is all but done for United in their eyes. Otherwise, the deal is all but done, and done in the way that we walk away. One way or the other, the deal is done for United. And that's their stance on it. And that's what's been made very, very clear, I feel, in these last couple of days, in how Manchester United have leaked this news out. Super chat in from Mike Hurtle. It was nice to see you and Flex reunion the other day. Nostalgia. Love it. Also, do you think we will get BERGE over Amrabat if we get either? Yes. I think United want BERGE because he offers more. I think Amrabat is last resort right now. And I think that's probably how I would put the pecking order out. It would be Ugarte, it would be SANDER, it would be Amrabat. That's what I feel is the order of things in terms of who United's priorities are and where we're going. I think that's what United want. That's what United, I can pretty confidently say, is what United will get. Because everything that United have wanted in this window so far on their terms, they have got and got done. So, really happy. Look, we got 4 players in before the first game of the season. We're 1 game into the season. We won that game. We move on to this week. It'd be nice if we could get someone in before Brighton. I personally don't think that this deal will be done this week from the Ugarte stance of things. I think the deal is done. I do. I think United have got it in the bag, personally. But it's the worst case scenario is United walking away from it because they won't give in to the demands of PSG. I've said this all along. United are in a more comfortable position than what PSG are. We don't need to sell to get the deal done. We're selling because we want to, and we're getting the maximum profit to help us with PSR. PSG need to sell. It looks like PSG are getting Lookman as well from Atalanta. So, whoa, that really is Sancho over. I said this morning, like Desiree Doué, now Lookman going in there. If they're getting Lookman as well, then they must be confident that Ugarte is going and they can fund this somehow. I just don't see how they balance their books there. Obviously, they've got Mbappe off the books in terms of that big wage, but I'm pretty certain if you're bringing in Lookman, if you're bringing in Desiree Doué, you've obviously brought in João Neves as well, and defender Nacho, I think it is. I can't remember his actual name, but they're going to be pretty much adding up to the same sort of price. And the transfer fees that they're bringing, that they're having to pay out for these players, they're not small transfer fees. And yeah, like I said, I don't know the ins and outs of PSG's finances and stuff like that, but still, I think they are going to have to balance the books somehow. But one thing we do know is they've got a player that doesn't want to be there, and they've got a bigger issue than what United have, because we'll just walk away and get our other target. It's as simple as that. And I think that's why United are taking this stance. I do. I've said it all along. I feel confident in what United are building through this transfer window, and this is just proof of it again today. The Jamie Jackson comments are exactly what I needed to hear. It's Manchester United taking as firm a stance as they possibly can with this. And is it not what we've always wanted? It is, isn't it? It is. Let's get into the chat and see what you guys think of this one. Actually, are you happy? Actually, there's a question like... Actually, I'll do a poll, actually. I'll do a poll on whether you would be happy to keep with this strategy. No, actually, it is what it is. Like, would you be happy if Manchester United walked away from Ugarte? Yes or no? If the price wasn't right, walk away from Ugarte. Is that a good move for you or not? I'm going to put that poll up in a minute, actually, and get your opinions on that one. And then let's see where everyone is. See if everyone's backing up what I say as well. And then I think we can all sort of judge that from there. 1 second, guys. I'm just catching up on some other information here that's just coming through, making sure that it is fully legit as well. Yeah, there's so much news coming out at the moment. So yeah, no, it's all good. It's the same one that I had before. The updates are it's like coming through thick and fast. It's ridiculous. The Sky Sports have just come out and said the waiting game with Manuel Ugarte. Manchester United are playing a waiting game with PSG. They know Ugarte wants to come. PSG want the deal, want to do a deal. And a lot of reports are saying that PSG will drop their price now. I said at the top of the show as well, there are actually some people that will. Some people are actually saying that this deal is done already, but no one's saying anything. I'm coming into the chat now for you guys as well, just to see what we're saying. Ugarte or nothing. Mbappe needs to bag, it says Rajat. Blitz says, I hope so, but Ten Hag won't. He hates football. Oh, someone talking to someone else about something there. If they don't PSG sell, his agent won't be helping them out anymore. Yeah, well, we know when we've got George Mendes on the case, something's going to happen. This guy doesn't go into situations like this and walk away with nothing. He has spent a lot of time on this by the sounds of it. What was it, about a week ago now, where George Mendes was into England to make this deal happen, or was in wherever negotiating to make this deal happen for Ugarte? I think we can be confident that that George Mendes is definitely going to push this forward and get this moving. Like, look, PSG need to get rid of him. United want him. And it's an easy one for the agent. Let's just come in the middle and get this deal sorted. That's where we're at with it. Getting ripped off for players has to stop. Agree with that one. Right price or walk away, says Neil. Yes, people, hit the like button, says Donnell. I like that comment as well. Keep liking the video, guys. TKH has just renewed his membership. Need to walk away if we can't get the right price. That poll is up now, guys. If we can't get the right price, are you happy to walk away from Ugarte? 66% of you are already on 300 votes in so quickly are saying, yes, walk away. I'm happy with that. Keep voting on that, guys, and get your say in now. If you want to try and sway that vote across, are you one of them people that just wants the deal done because we need him in the team and football matters are more important than anything right now? It's a valid argument to have, not just in standing our ground in the transfer market. There is an argument for United getting the player in that they need. For what? It's an extra 10 million. Would it be worth spending some of Scott's money on that? Are you happy for INEOS to stand their ground and go and get other targets? I think INEOS's look at this is, we're not here for one window. We're here for the long run, and this is the way that we're always going to work. So we're going to start from now, and this is how it's going to always be going forward. I like that mentality. I do like how Manchester United are looking at this and how they're operating with it. So, yeah, I'm more than happy to be in the section of people saying, stand your ground. I'm not disregarding the argument the other way, though. I'm really not. So I understand it, and it is important because INEOS have also said that football comes first for Manchester United, and everything we're doing is to improve the performances on the pitch. If it comes to a big decision at the end of the window and INEOS have to spend a bit more, will they stick to their word on that side of things? Will people hold them to that word in bidding more? Or is it all about the long-term future of Manchester United? And regarding football, this is better for the bigger picture of Manchester United's future going forward, because you don't want to be overspending on players in the first place, especially if they fail when they come in and then we have to try and move them on. You want to be able to have some form of you want to be able to balance it out a little bit. If it doesn't work out, can we get anything back for him and not lose as much? Because this is a very similar situation right now. We're looking at a player that's never played in the Premier League before, doesn't know what the league is like. It's very similar to Antony. The old regime would have already paid for Manuel Ugarte now. And they would have. You know they would have. And this is just how Manchester United used to be, but not anymore. And that's what I think keeps on swaying people in the direction of this is the right thing to do. Manchester United are moving in the right direction. SANDER makes total sense. Value for abilities. Cert upgrade on / middle and frontline support kin. You got Ross with a super chat. Says, thank you very much, mate. Ugarte is fantastic. Fits what we need perfectly. INEOS backing PSG down and setting that precedent is about way more than one player. Well said. I think we'll go along with that one. Great super chat there from You Got Ross. That is exactly where I think INEOS' head's at right now. Is INEOS faking an injury to not get sold, says Elite Baller. I'm going to get onto him in a minute as well. Let me just see what else we've got in here now. A proper CDM required or window not a total success, says Stephanie. No, I'm with that. I understand that. 12 days left for transfers, says Lilies United. Yes. Lilies, you did say that United were not going to buy anyone as well, mate, though. Come on. Come on, you did say it, and we've got 4 in. So we have done all right, mate. I think you can safely say that now. Alan, Ugarte is number 1 target. It will be surprised if we don't get him. I think we've got him. Honestly, I think we've got him already. I think we're just playing around with PSG right now. I do believe that United, with INEOS in situ and how we've operated, that they wouldn't be messing around like this. I don't even think it's messing around. I think it's them just playing the cards that they've been dealt, and they have worked their way through the pack and came now to a good hand. And this is where we're at now with PSG and Ugarte. They've bided the time. It's like they planned out the whole window to come to this stage and it be at this point now. Like, it's like at each stage, like every time, I was saying this to Kaz before, and every time we have this sort of recruitment meeting, it happens. Everything happens on a Monday. Like every time, like United come back to Carrington, we have the Monday recruitment meeting or whatever it is. I'm not saying there's one every Monday, but it seems like things happen. All of the news comes out straight after a Monday. So yeah, it's a very interesting situation coming out of United after that, because it all goes and moves forward. It's like at each stage when something happens or something develops, they make they adapt the plan in a way. The transfer plan adapts. And it is massively reassuring that we have got this structure in place. Because it was like we were all in on Matthias de Ligt at first. He said it himself. He was waiting around. Waiting over a month. We changed tact and went to Euro. Thought that was a deal that we could get. And then it all moved around again. Right, let's get a double deal for Mazraoui and de Ligt now, because we can get rid of Aaron Wan-Bissaka. Well, already knowing that we've got this money aside for Manuel Ugarte, who we've been linked with the most this summer and the longest period. And they probably knew that we'd be in this situation. We might be able to sell this player, and this player. But at this stage, if we haven't sold A, B, and C player, then we'll be able to come out with this and stand at this point with less than 2 weeks to go in the window. It just looks like a full-on structured plan for me. And this is what is more encouraging than anything right now for United fans. There is always a way out of the situation, and there's always a plan B. And that is what needs to come out on the pitch as well now. Like off the field, fantastic. Put it together on it. That's what's more important. Into the chat we go again. Over 2,000 in the room and nearly 600 likes. You guys are smashing it. Thank you, everybody. Keep liking the video. Keep sharing the video. Make sure you have subscribed as well. We bring you all of the news as it happens here on Forever United TV. If it drops while we're live, we're on top of it. And we go into detail on everything that's going down and make up our own minds as to what is right and what's wrong, what's real and what's fake. There has been quite a lot of fake stuff through this window, but more often than not through it, it has been positive and on the money. And that's good for United because it means that we're actually moving forward. And going into the game against Brighton this weekend, I do feel nervous about it. But at least I know we have done what we can so far in the window to help Ten Hag. And there's still a little bit of time left. And I think there's more help coming. I think there's another 2 or 3 players coming into United, honestly. Blitz Extreme says, I think the midfield is horrible. Is that horribly balanced? Casemiro, Bruno, Kobe are fine individual, but together it's horrible. Especially Mainu, Bruno. They both want to be that number 10 role, and Case isn't mobile. To be honest, there were times in that first half where Casemiro was further forward than Bruno and Mainu, and I can understand that sort of like worry about the midfield right now. We need someone who is just happy to be a destroyer, and I totally get why Ugarte is United's top target. He fits the mold better than anyone right now in terms of just doing that role. If you have got ballers, playmakers in 8 and 10 position on the pitch, then you've always got room to bring in that perfect 6. And Ugarte is just a 6 and nothing more. He is a win the ball back and pass it to a flair player type of man. He reads the game. He makes the right tackles at the right time. His success rate in that is very good. Yes, we've had a problem with him dribbling past players. But if you've got a player that is, in the majority, going to get most of the decisions right, make most of his tackles like his stats show, then you've also got that good, solid new backline, which is going to back him up as well. And in the end, it is going to work out better for United. We're going to concede less chances. You can already see in the 2 games pretty much against City and Fulham, we're way, way down on the amount of chances we have conceded in them couple of games. And there is already a change coming in. There is already a massive change coming in at the football club and how we play. So it is positives. Graham is in the chat. Adam, it's reassuring to know that United can sign Ugarte without selling anyone else. Romano is saying the opposite. Romano has been saying this all along, but one thing we know, and Romano, I think he's just making it look even more interesting than what it actually is, personally. One thing we do know is that Manchester United have never budged off any price that they have put forward. We know there's been a bid for Manuel Ugarte, and that's the bid that Manchester United will be sticking to. So, do we really need to sell players? No, we don't, because we've already got that money. We're not going to spend that money that we've already put into a bid. I don't feel. It'd be stupid if we did. So, yeah, I go with the fact that I don't think United need to sell players. I think we need to sell players, but not for Ugarte. We need to sell players to meet PSR regulations and rules. So that's where I think United are looking to sell players. I feel like Romano is making a big story out of selling players to buy players because it suits what he does better. I'm not saying he's wrong. I think we do, but it's not for reasons that he says, if that makes sense. I don't think it is anyway. It's just my opinion on that. You may differ or disagree with me, but hey, still. Let's get into some more of your chats. I still get Rabiot after Ugarte. We need more class. End of. True. Moses says Casemiro no longer has that ability to hold the midfield. Getting Ugarte is very important at this moment. How long before Ugarte comes into the side, do you reckon? Do you feel like he comes straight in? Do you feel like he dislodges Casemiro, takes him out? I don't know. That's an interesting one. The other news that was going on tonight, again, guys, was that Victor Lindelof is, at the moment, as it stands, according to Romano, more likely to stay at Manchester United. This is a disgrace, to be honest. And, again, he's just proof that this player is what he is. He's just a Klingon. He's never going to get any better by staying at Manchester United. And as a captain, I said it before, as a captain of your national team, if you're willing to be 6th choice centre-back, then you need, you need your head testing. You do. It is pure money orientated, and he's probably miffed off because this new regime has come in and said where he actually is in the pecking order. I'm being honest with him. He's not been mollycoddled, he's not been soft-soaped or wrapped up in cotton wool or given the United summer camp treatment at Carrington anymore. He was one of these players that probably turned in and just did whatever he wanted to do and feel comfortable with the club. But if he doesn't leave this summer, Victor Lindelof, then you have to question the professionalism of the man. You do. You have to really question what he wants from football, where he is in his career, because he will be 6th choice centre-back at Manchester United. That's no way for an international captain to be operating. That's an absolute joke. And everyone knows I've got an issue with Lindelof. I really have. I don't like the way he plays. I don't like his excuse type of football that he's got. Constantly moaning. You know what? I seen it. When Bruno called him out in that cup final that time, I think when it was COVID time, and he started bitching and moaning back, as soon as someone calls him out, he starts to kick off. He throws his toys out the pram. And I think he's doing it again now. If he does not leave United, this is him just saying, I feel like I've been outdone to here. I've been a loyal servant to Manchester United for all these years. Yeah, you may have been here for a few years. Years too long, mate. Look, all you have to do is look at what's happening with Manchester United players right now. Like, where is Anthony Martial gone? Who signed him? Oh, yeah, no one. No one signed him. Why? Because he was mollycoddled, like I said. He was soft-soaped and wrapped up and looked after by United in that protective red bubble. Now United are turning into a proper football club. These players are finding out what the real life is actually like. I just cannot wait for the bigger players to actually realise this as well. Boxing Street Talk, welcome to the Members Club, gifted by London. Thank you very much, London. And welcome back in, Boxing. Good to have you in. Get your comments coming in, guys. Let's get through a few more of them. Cornish Maid is in. If we can beat Brighton, I think that would be an excellent start to the season. The players will only get sharper and fitter. Look, I said it before. If we get 7 points out of Fulham, Brighton and Liverpool, it's a fantastic start to the season. You know what? Some will say if we take 5 points and draw against Brighton, draw against Liverpool, unbeaten in them first 3 games, especially with having watched how Brighton and Liverpool played, that won't be bad either. That will be very good for Manchester United. And I feel like United are in a position now where we are going to be fully judged in these next few games. It would be, if we beat Brighton, Melissa, then wow, yes, amazing start to the season. Boxing says, imagine have Lindelof as captain of your nation, cowardly lion. Yeah, look, my personal sort of opinion on Lindelof is based off personal experience as well. I've seen him walking through mixed zones. I know players don't have to, but he just walks through there and doesn't even acknowledge people. He walks through like he's... Honestly, it's hard for me to explain because no one else would have seen it. But then you watch him on the pitch, and then I see it like that time. I lost it with him when he was called out by Bruno. And then you watch him play. He's constantly got his arms out complaining like it's somebody else's fault because he cannot pass a ball forward. He doesn't fit United. He's not good in the air. He's weak. I think he's slow. And if you compare him to Maguire, at least Maguire is good in the air. And I think he's got leadership qualities. I don't think Lindelof has got any leadership qualities personally. And again, he's a player that's been there for too long. And he is one of the issues at this football club. He is basically a victim of the old regime. Himself, he probably was a good player before he came to United. I think he's deteriorated at United. Like many players have. That wasn't his fault. And do you know what? It's not his fault that he got them 2 contracts at United. He's been there so long. You can blame managers, you can blame hierarchies, directors, whoever you want to blame. It's all there to see. Everybody knows who's at fault for everything that's gone wrong at United. Players are going to stay and stick around for as long as they possibly can if they're getting the easy treatment of the club. And that's what they have been getting. And it has been constant. Over 1,000 votes on the poll. The poll is, if we can't get the right price, are you happy to walk away from the Ugarte deal? 68% of you guys have said yes, walk away right now. We don't need him at that price. I'm happy with that. Andrew with chat. Then it's just gone off my screen. Sorry, Andrew. I've lost you. Oh, there it is. I'm sure Ugarte will come in straight away. As for Lindelof, he will go to the end of his contract. He knows that he will never earn as much anywhere else. It's annoying because he's going to get a sell-on as well, isn't he? He'll get a big Bosman payout and everything like that. It just winds me up. It winds me up. 740 likes on the live stream live, guys. Mega. Absolutely buzzing with that, guys. Get that up as high as you can. We've got a little bit of time left to go. We've had plenty of subscribers on the show as well. Thank you, everybody, for joining us. Get your comments in. We're going through them now. I think this Ugarte deal will happen on the transfer deadline day. We'll take him even if the deal goes through at 11 p.m. United have said they'll go all the way. They just won't pay what PSG want. United will make this deal happen one way or the other. And the other is walking away. That's the best bit about this. We know we're not going to get ripped off at any point in this. Zanderberger is waiting in the wings for this to happen. Like, he is there, ready to go. Like, he is hoping that United don't get Manuel Ugarte. He is hoping that we sell Scott McTominay, because that could mean that we buy Ugarte and Zanderberger. So there's plenty on the line with this here, and there's plenty of people involved in it, players that is. And really, looking at it now, I would say United are in pole position to get both of these players over the line because of what's happening with McTominay. If you weren't around earlier on, you may have been at work and you've just come back in. Manchester United have actively created a bidding war. And that bidding war is between Napoli and Fulham for Scott McTominay. And it could look like United could get more than 25 million. The price at the moment that apparently Fulham have agreed to, and what's going around in a lot of media sources, is that United's price of 30 million has been met by Fulham. So it's up to Napoli now. Are they going to come in? Like, everyone's been going from 25 to 30 million. We said it before. Romano's even gone from euros to pounds to make it work or fit in with what he's saying. United could be quids in. Really quids in. Super chat from Ian J. White. Thank you, Ian. I'm confident we will beat Brighton. Did it last season with half a team. Still hope we get 2 or 3 players in. Need competition to keep players on their toes for good reasons. Yes, Ian. Legend. Thank you for the super chat, mate. Really appreciate that, buddy. All super chats and donations tonight. Much appreciated. Thank you, guys. Legends. You're having a mega stream tonight, everybody. Stu says, cancel Prime because hardly order on there, so I could pay for YouTube Premium. 2 days later, I wanted to order something. Stu, yeah, thanks for that information, mate. Well done. Silly boy. Ugarte will happen soon. Yes, it will. I'm literally on Ugarte watch right now. It won't go to deadline day if PSG agree to Manchester United. It depends if PSG want to buy anyone else. Like I said before, like I don't know PSG's finances. It could be that they have got money aside. It could be that they have got what they need already. And they've met their financial fair play limits. But they may want to bring someone else in. So maybe it's a case of, right, can we sell Ugarte and bring someone else in? Either way, we know that they need to move Ugarte on because they're not going to play him. And they can make money off him. So are they going to succumb to that extra 10 million that they're going to lose from what they paid out? They're sticking to their guns regarding what they think is value for Ugarte and not wanting to lose money. Like, don't be stupid. Everybody knows that you're not going to get that price for him. So let's just do it. Ozzy Osbourne is watching live. Thank you, Ozzy. Let's see what we got here now. Laugh my ass off. Just finished my Amazon shift in Barrow in Furness and it's pissing it down. It reminds me of Manchester. It's lashing it down here as well, mate. You're right. Amazon is the topic in the chat right now. It's trending in the chat. None of them will leave except McTominay. So says the GOAT Romano. That's from Andreas. Well, Palestri's going. Romano said Palestri's going. And McTominay's going. So there's 2, mate. So, yeah. Probably just double check that one, buddy. Hello, Adam, watching from Dominican Caribbean island. Yes, I'm fully convinced that we will beat Brighton. I love that you're watching from there. We went there this summer on our holidays as well. Amazing. Thank you. Nearly 800 likes, legends. Can you get to 1k? Ooh, might be a bit of a push. We are running out of time on the stream, guys. But try get there. Get over 800 at least. We want over 1,000 on the stream, which would be good. Zanderberg is better than Scott McTominay on the aspect of the game that the recruitment committee wants him for. Look, this is exactly that. Like, you can argue who's better between Scott and Zanderberg. Totally different players, in my opinion. Scott offers more, I feel, in the final third than what Zanderberg does. But Zanderberg isn't being bought for his goal-scoring contributions or anything like that. He has been brought in because he can control games and he is good on the ball. He is better than Scott McTominay on the ball. We know this. And that's what Ten Hag needs. Sometimes it isn't about having that player who scores goals and everyone looking at stats and things like that. Important stats are elsewhere as well. Ball retention, passing success, progressive passes, passes into the final third, chances created, all of that. Like, Scott gets on the end of a lot of crosses and a lot of balls and he times his runs superbly into the box. He is an absolute weapon when it comes to Manchester United when we're desperate for a goal. And I would love him in the squad for that. But if it meant that Manchester United can build a style of play by selling Scott McTominay and buying a better player in for that, then that's where I go with it. So, really, that's what we have to look at. And that, I feel, is the most important thing in all of this. Ugarte is a million miles better than Berg. No, he's not. Boxing, I disagree, mate. And different players again. Honestly, I think they are. I think there's stuff that Ugarte can do that Berger probably can't do, but likewise. Berger is better than McTominay in almost every conceivable way, says Elite Baller. And guys, that pretty much is your update done. Thank you so much. Yes, great comments in the chat tonight, everyone. Thank you very much. Let's see where our poll finished up. If we don't get the right price for Ugarte, are you happy to walk away? 68% of you have said yes. Well over 1,000 votes on that one as well, guys. So thank you. Legends, over 2,000 in the room with us tonight. I'm going to pop over and talk to the boys on United View, KG Flex, Owen and Saeed. We're all on the red carpet again tonight for our Monday night show over there. So come and join me over there, guys. And yeah, thank you so much. Super chats, legends, new members, legends, donators, even bigger legends, mods, ultimate legends. Thank you, everyone. Brilliant show again. Please give the video a like on the way out. Let's get that up to 1,000. Make sure you have subscribed to Forever United TV, guys, and be ready for all that extra free content that's coming your way tomorrow. Look, if something breaks at 12 at night, I got you covered. I'm there. Past that, though, I'll be in bed, and I'll be thinking about the 8 o'clock show, because that's when we'll next see me. Fantastic. Everybody, cheers for tuning in. I love you all, and I will see you all at 8 o'clock. I'm going to go and talk to the boys for a bit. I'm going to talk some Fulham, probably. And I'll see you all in the morning, 8 o'clock sharp with your updates. Cheers, everyone.